Hey guys, welcome back. Today's episode is an extra plus add-on. I figured with us going into the gift show season and some of the events that I'm doing, I figured I'd throw one in, talk about some of the trends I've already seen from setting up, and just talk to you about what is happening. So I will tell you, this is the first announcement I've made of it. Well, actually, I've dripped a little bit of water on it at my social media, but I have been asked from New York Now to be one of the Instagram takeover people. Oh my God. Like, what? First, Amy from New York Now contacted me and had mentioned it that they're going to looking for influencers to do the takeover. And the first thing I said is like, sister, I'm not an influencer. Like I have 2,500 whatever followers versus thousands, if not millions of followers. Amy says I'm an influencer, so I guess I'm an influencer. I can't even say that with a straight face. But I'm super excited. I haven't been to New York now. I haven't been in New York or New York Now since before the world shut down. When I did the last setup for the Harper Group, and that was literally, I swear that's when I got COVID the first time, because there was already the talk of people getting sick in China. And I flew with a mask on the flight for some reason. Like, I don't know why I felt like I needed to, but myself and who I was with, Lanning, we both flew in masks. Then we were at the show together, no mask. I flew home, and then I ended up proceeding to get sick for literally a month solid. And it was everything that COVID turned out to be, but before COVID was here. So I'm convinced that I had it at that point. But I haven't been in New York back since then. And I love New York more than anything. So I'm so excited to go back for this. It's going to be a very short trip. I'm flying in on, I believe, the 4th. The show starts on the 5th. I'll be on camera on the takeover on the 5th and on the 6th. My two areas that I'm covering are tabletop and home. And I went through everybody that's going to be in both those areas and pulled out my favorite thing. I told Amy, because I watched a couple of the other people's takeovers, and I told Amy, my plan is to curate it like I would as a buyer. These items from this vendor go back with this product, and plus a couple of things that I just love. But that's how I am approaching it. And the second thing I am going to be doing is IMC has asked me to be part of a roundtable. I guess it's a seminar. It's a roundtable to me because there's a moderator and there are 5 of us. It's all about podcasting and how podcasting can change your business, and you creating a podcast or listening to podcasts, how that will hopefully help your business and give you other tools and some insight. I know you guys tell me all the time here how much you enjoy and how much you're learning, and how much you're learning from our guests from this podcast. So my portion of this seminar is going to be, I'm the retail podcaster. There is a designer podcaster. There is a furniture person podcasting. So I'm super excited for both of these events. I am right now in the middle of gift show setup. I am it's Stephen Young's in Las Vegas. That showroom is a brand new showroom to the building. It is massive. It is going to be beautiful. It's different than our LA showroom. So when you hear this, we will already be in show mode. But it is different than how LA looks. I'm at the present moment, I am here at home for the holidays, and I've been working on the LA showroom. And I just want to tell you a little bit right now about one of the trends for kids that I know you're going to see it, but you need to jump on it. I just finished up setting up for LA showroom, Jellycat, Elegant Baby, and Milk Barn. These 3 lines in our showrooms are all, as you walk through the showroom, all one into the other. And I didn't even do it on purpose. It just kind of turned out. But farm animals, that is such a huge presence in gift kids and apparel. So I started the walkway with the new farm. Jellycat put out a huge, big, beautiful pig. There's a smaller one we already had. So we have a farm table with, they put out new chickens, they put out new roosters, they put out the 2 new pigs, and then I gathered the rest of the farm animals and did a farm setup, which that is the entry point and walk through into Milk Barn. And guys, Milk Barn, and this is not a paid advertisement, this is just me talking about it now because I'm still in a quote social media blackout for Stephen, because he wants all to be a surprise for everybody, and I love that, but it means also that I have to keep all this in. So I am now giving myself the platform to be able to talk about it, because you're not going to hear about till the show's already beginning, so I'm not going to get in trouble. But guys, Milk Barn is so damn cute. We all love Milk Barn as it is anyway. Let me tell you right now, Milk Barn's farm, like fruits and vegetables and the farm animals, is so good. I mean, truly, I honestly can't tell you enough. So how we've done it, we've got 2 big pigs on the table, and then I have added, because one of the prints is carrots and lettuce, so cute. And you can go on Amazon. I know we hate Amazon, but it is good for stuff like this. Big heads of romaine lettuce. So the little mannequins that we have, which I hope if you have kids departments that you have mannequins that have arms, because I said it in social media post a little while ago that merchandising is very much storytelling, and that's what we're doing right now for the show. We're storytelling with the vendor's product. And when I say storytelling, it's everything down from your props to your materials, to the architecture, to everything that statement is making. Is you're telling this beautiful story. So I got these heads of lettuce, and the mannequins with little arms can hold a head of lettuce, because I mean the print with the carrot and the lettuce is the cutest. And just added some other elements that created this farm look. Amazing. I honestly, guys, you have to go see this. Elegant Baby was the next one. I had no idea. I've already set up Elegant Baby space in Las Vegas, and I haven't seen any catalogs or anything prior to this setup of what the spring looks like, because I don't sit in on the calls that they have with all the reps. I'm not part of that. So sometimes I'll get pictures of it. This time I didn't. So opening up the box and seeing Elegant Baby also did farm. The cute little animals that are in the boxes with the sweet illustrations. There's a cow. There is, I think there's I'm trying to think now. I don't want to screw it up, so I'm not going to say, but there's 3 new introductions of these animals that are all back to this like little farm story. The prints are, again, like the super sweet gauze groups that they did with these very sweet little farmland. I think one of them's a duck, I think, but just this super sweet story that all goes back again to the storytelling. This had less of a farm look because quite honestly, their product is very sweet, and it's very, the ruffles and more the girly side of it. So this I went with more florals and just like a little bit more of a feminine feeling. But those are that is one trend that I cannot wait to see how it rolls out for the rest of it. The other for Jellycat, I'll tell you right now, their food section, we all love the amusables. The foods are the cutest. Oh, before I forget, you all know the amusables. If you haven't gone on Bristol Farms Instagram page and seen the presentation they did with the amusable fruits and vegetables, they massed it out. And that again rolls in so well with these farm and barn atmosphere or storytelling that we're doing. I mean, the beauty of how Bristol Farms did it with the amusables is they are a grocery store, and they have the big grocery store crates. Well, they order deep. And when I always tell my customers this, is that you want an abundant factor. I had somebody I did a call with, and she was showing me her tabletops, and I said, are those the only 4 glasses you have? And she said, no, I have a bunch in the back. I'm like, bring them out, because there's something about merchandising that when you have more, it has that abundant feeling and that abundant look. When you have just 2 or 3 out, it gives the customers, your customers, without knowing it, the idea that this is all we have. We're not going forward with this. This is it. I mean, unless you're Calvin Klein or a couture designer that you only would hang one of each size as opposed to doing a whole rack full, you want it abundant, you want it full, you want it yummy, you want it where your customers are coming in like, what is this? It's like, there's so much of it. It's that's the excitement you want to get with your customers. And that comes from abundance. So before I go into the next Jellycat story, the fruits and vegetables with these amazing farm and barn prints from both Elegant Baby and Milk Barn, these amusables, the tomato, the little corns, the carrots, the avocado, like all of them in crates, merchandised back with these prints. Amazing. Like I honestly, the people that I work with now, I've already called and talked to and said, you need to do these because they just are such a fantastically strong spring statement. The other for Jellycat is the foods, and we all love the foods. The cheeses, I believe, are kind of going out. They introduced more of the junk food. So there's a hamburger now, and there is a hot dog. I think the hot dog was last season. But instead of, before we had it mixed in with the fruits and vegetable table, I did a whole white cabinet, and I decided to turn it into more of a patisserie feeling. So white dishes, cake stands, and it's all just the non-fruit food. So, and I went and got real bread to show as risers, because bread, much like the marshmallows from the s'mores, bread dries beautifully, and you can show like I did a croissant up on top of a big crusty French bread. But this whole, again, storytelling, this whole presentation, I'm so excited for you all to see, and I can't wait to see what other people are doing with it. You all know Glitterville and 180 Degrees. This is our first season. We are going to be back. They're going to be in Las Vegas. It's going to be a smaller, much smaller. It's going to be a pop-up shop with their new introductions. Glitterville and 180, they knock it out of the park every time. So I cannot wait. That has not started setting up yet. So I can't wait to see what that looks like. But I just wanted to come on, give you a little bit of what I'm seeing so you can go and see it for yourselves and follow up on it. But I'm telling you right now, that farm thing is so good. So I will see you on the show floors. I hope that you will join me on my Instagram takeovers, and I hope you will join me in the event at the Las Vegas Market Center. I believe it's going to be in building 2, which I believe is building B. And I think it's at 3:00. So I hope you'll join me for both of these events. And if not, I will see you soon.